So I finally finished watching Pluto, a brand new anime that was released on Netflix about a month or two ago, and I absolutely loved it! As someone who's a massive fan of anime, but has kind of taken a little bit of a break from the whole genre ever since watching through all of One Piece, I've been really waiting and kind of just sitting out and waiting for the next big thing in anime to come out, and I'm not sure if this is exactly that when it comes to how big and popular it is, but it's definitely the first show that has definitely connected with me on any sort of level over the past year, I'd have to say. So Pluto is a movie that takes place a little bit farther into the future, a future in which humanity has developed these robots, these AI-powered robots. And having these robots and these AI creations have become more of an everyday part of regular human life. And because of that, we have a very different world than the one that we have today. Now, in this world, we have a bunch of these robots who are these, essentially these weapons of mass destruction. They are these robots that are unbelievably powerful and smart and are essentially weapons of war. That's at least what they are at the front, but as you get to know each and every one of them, you come to find and start to question and the show follows this mysterious murder mystery as all of these, one by one, all of these weapons of mass destruction robots start to kind of get knocked off, and they're being hunted and attacked, and there's a whole mystery of what's going on, who's doing this, who are the bad people at play, who are the good people, are there bad people? And it becomes this almost psychological thriller through its runtime that both connects emotionally when it comes to themes, the regular themes you expect from something like this of AI. How does AI affect humanity? But this is really a study of how does AI actually exist, and what even is existence and consciousness of the mind, and what are human emotions. It's a very different take on the AI genre, and I think it's kind of close to what Gareth Edwards was trying to do with the movie The Creator, but I think this actually does it a lot better because it's a lot denser and a lot deeper with a lot of its ideas, and the scope of this whole thing, although very, very large, similar to The Creator, the actual characters and stories being told within are very small and methodical and simple, and the characters here are absolutely great. I think Gazek is an amazing, amazing protagonist, acting as this detective who is both a robot as well as somebody who's just trying to even come off a little bit like a family man and just enjoy regular life, something that he doesn't even understand, but he gets swept up into this mystery, and following his character throughout most of these episodes was really amazing. And there's some other great characters. Adam was an amazing character. I really love the robot that just wanted to, foster some children. He was awesome. And overall, all of the characters blend really well into this story, and it's a satisfying mystery, something that actually hooked me onto the show, wanting to find out what this actual evil was. What are the antagonist's plans? Who even are the antagonists? Who is Pluto? What is this mystery? Those are things that grip you from the first episode on, and I was really hooked into it. And then you get to the actual action of the show, and there are some fights in here that are so much crazier than I expected. This is a show that's definitely not built around its fights. It's definitely built more around its thriller nature and the tension that it's trying to build without. It's like a gigantic rubber band pulling and waiting to release, and it's just a great, great tension-built show. But when there are fights, they're really amazing. And I love the tone of the show as well. It's really dark, and it's kind of almost dreadful, right? It's almost really gloomy and lacking any sort of light and color or happiness. But that's kind of the entire point, because the show is a dissection of human life and human hatred, and as you start to dig into the show, you start to see some of the color and the light and the happiness within the characters who are AI, and it becomes this really meta study on humanity itself. And I thought it was a really, really interesting take on the overpacked genre of AI-based movies we've been getting. I feel like every other month we're getting a movie about AI. It's like, guys, I feel like we peaked with The Matrix all the way back, 20-something years ago. But overall, this is a lovely, lovely show. I really enjoyed Pluto, and I could definitely recommend it. I think it's one of the better animated anythings I have watched this year, if I'm going to be honest. It's been a great year for animation between the Spider-Verse show. I'm also trying to watch the Blue-Eyed Samurai. I'm almost through that, and I really enjoy that show. We also had The Boy and the Heron. This has just been an incredible, incredible year for animation. And anime in general, I have not been following it too much this year. I don't really know what's coming out. I know Solo Leveling is something that interests me a little bit, but if there are any great animes that I've missed that you guys guys want me to review, leave them down in the comments below, because I've been kind of lacking. I watched 1,000 episodes of One Piece, and I just haven't really been caught up on anything else recently. I am waiting for another season of My Hero Academia. I am waiting for Demon Slayer to come back, but outside of that, I really have not been hooked into anime. But this one just kept showing up on my Netflix front page, and I was like, I gotta check it out, and I absolutely loved Pluto. I thought it was extremely unique. I thought it was really, really great. I thought it was the way it builds tension and builds its mystery to grip in the audience and actually get you invested in what's going to happen, what the show is going to build to, was incredible. I thought the ending was super satisfying, and where they went with the twist, it wasn't too predictable, and I thought it was surprising to a certain extent and had some really epic moments, and overall, I really love the show. I'm going to give Pluto a 4 out of 5. I definitely recommend it if you love anime. So that's the video, guys. Make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel to see videos every single day. Click the video on your screen right now, and I will see you in the next one.